In a kingdom long ago, there lived a minister who had a son. Now, this son wasn't like the other boys. He seemed simple. He would wander through the streets, smiling at everyone, but rarely speaking. People in the capital would whisper, "Look at the minister's foolish son. What a pity." Even the king, who respected the minister greatly, felt a pang of sympathy for him. One day, the king decided to test the boy. He summoned the minister and his son to the court. On a grand table, he placed 3 identical, beautifully crafted boxes. "My dear boy," the king said, his voice echoing in the silent hall, "one of these boxes is filled with gold, one with precious jewels, and one with nothing but soil. If you can choose the box with the soil, I will grant you any wish." The courtiers murmured amongst themselves, "What a strange test. Why would anyone choose soil over gold or jewels?" It was a trick, surely, designed to expose the boy's foolishness once and for all. The minister's face grew pale. He was certain his son would fail. The boy walked slowly around the table, his eyes scanning each box. He didn't touch them, he didn't shake them, he just looked. A minute passed, then 2. The tension in the room was thick enough to cut with a knife. Finally, he stopped in front of the middle box. He pointed a finger and said in a clear voice, "This one." The king's guards opened the box. Inside, it was filled to the brim with dark, rich earth. A gasp went through the crowd. The king leaned forward, his eyes wide with surprise. How did you know?" No one could have known. The boy looked at the king, and for the first time, everyone saw a spark of profound intelligence in his eyes. He said, "Your Majesty, gold can be spent, and jewels can be lost. They create desire and conflict, but the earth, the soil, it gives us everything. It gives us the food that sustains us, the wood for our homes, and the flowers that bring us joy. The earth is the true treasure, the source of all life and wealth." The entire court fell silent. The king stared at the boy, then at the box of soil, and then back at the boy. He slowly began to smile, and then he let out a hearty laugh. He stood up and declared, "He is no fool. This boy is wiser than all of us put together." From that day on, no one ever called the minister's son a fool again. He became a trusted advisor to the king, known throughout the land for his simple yet profound wisdom. His story reminds us that true wisdom isn't always loud or flashy. Sometimes, it's found in the quietest corners, in the simplest truths we often overlook. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of hidden wisdom. See you next time.